guys, Tasha here from Pixie Mommy's Reborn. How is everybody today? So I have Aishwarya here to say hello and help me make this video. To those of you new, hello and welcome. Aishwarya is my Sky Sculpt by Marita Winters, and she is a Kimberly's Cocoon baby. She's an AA baby. She has beautiful, fairly light brown hair with even lighter brown framing her face. It's curly. She has really big blue-green eyes. She has absolutely the most beautiful, beautiful eyes out of all my babies. She has, her eyes are just stunning. I'm going to hold her up there. Look at that face. And her hair is, I wouldn't say sparsely rooted, but it's not like, it's more, a little more sparsely rooted. It's just very baby looking. So, and I have her in this adorable little dress. It's more like a sundress. It's a blue color, more of like a slate blue. It has flowers on it. It's sleeveless, has some buttons in the back, and it does have little bloomers, and I have it paired with these little booty socks. They're white and pink with a little bow in front. And she's just looking so sweet and so cute. So I thought I would share her. I had her outside the other day, and you know, I just kind of rotate babies a little bit, and I've just been loving on her. She definitely brings me this like calm and peace. So, you know, going on the feelings of that each baby, you know, gives me is kind of how I rotate my collection as to who I'm spending time with, if that makes sense. I would actually love to hear from all of you. Anyone that has chosen to grow their collections a little bit larger. How do you manage your collections as far as what babies you spend time with and when, and you know, what babies you choose to make your videos and why? You know, that's an interesting subject because in a way, I envy all of you that are able to be like a one baby kind of collector, or even 2 or 3, you know, just like a few, you know, babies, because, you know, it leaves you more time with, you know, each individual baby, of course. You know, I'm just one that, you know, I guess I am, you know, more of, you know, wanting the new, you know, more impulsive. I just, you know, wasn't able to help myself with all these beautiful babies out there. So before I knew it, you know, my collection, you know, grew quite a bit, and I was like, oh wow, you know, it's different when you don't have the time to spend, you know, with just, you know, 1 or 2 or a few babies. So I was curious as to how everyone else, you know, that does the YouTubing and all that, or even if you don't, just in general, how you know, what you do with your time with your babies. And I did actually, I'm sitting on the end of my bed, and I have shorts on, guys. I'm not, it's very hot out. They're not, I mean, they're like kind of pajama shorts. They're house shorts, as I call them. But anyway. So, because you can see my bare legs, I don't want you to think I'm sitting here like in a t-shirt in my underwear. I would never, ever do that on film anyway. Anyways, my head's kind of cut off. So, my feet are on, a hope chest that's actually now on the side of my bed now that we, switched mattresses. And I did get to cleaning out the hope chest, and, you know, I set it up real nice with, you know, a nice, thick blanket on the bottom, and I do have it set up to have babies, sleep in, so that, you know, I can rotate babies a little bit, and that they are, you know, protected from, my hope chest is like, you know, one that really seals, it closes and it seals. So, you know, it definitely will protect the babies. And of course, if I lay a baby in there, I have them wrapped in a blanket. So, you know, I have a few of the babies, like blankets and quilts and things in there, and then just space for babies. So that's kind of what I've been doing here. I have the Moses basket on my bed that looks really nice. So, you know, there's usually like 2 babies out in that. And then, Aubrey is you know, normally just sitting on my bed. And, I rotate Kenzie and Nicholas sometimes sitting on my bed. And then the Twinkies kind of have always had this wicker basket that just sits on a nightstand in my room. So that's kind of where they stay. Although I may consider rotating babies in and out of that basket, because it is in my bedroom. It is on the nightstand. There are windows in my bedroom. So, you know, I feel like over time, you know, that, you know, just sun coming in, whatever, that it might be smart to rotate a little bit to keep them. Because as much as I really love to hold my babies and change them a bit and take photos and stuff like that, I like to keep them in pristine condition. I like to keep them well preserved. You know, I just do. I feel that that is one of the advantages to having a larger collection, is that, you know, I feel like the babies do stay more well preserved. I'm sorry, I'm like itching, I'm sweating. I turned the air conditioner off to make this video so you all didn't have to hear that. So now it's getting warm. I feel like, yeah, it's definitely, you know, helps to not have so much wear and tear on one baby, so to speak. But again, there's downsides, like to managing your time with them, as well as, you know, clothing for them. Like I realized that this is my first summer that I had a couple reborns last year, the ones from the beginning, and the silicone. I gotta cut these. I made this little headband for her just out of 2 little ribbons, but I have to cut this in the back. What was I saying? Oh gosh, I just totally lost my train of thought. And you're all sitting here going, this is what you were saying, this is what you were saying. What the heck was I saying? Oh, this is like my first summer. Like I said, I did have the silicone and a couple reborns of the first ones, last summer, but I was not doing the YouTube. I was not doing the Instagram. I just kind of privately enjoyed the babies. And I had just some, you know, a few things I got at the church. Each of those, the babies that I had, aside from the silicone, the mommy that I bought them from, sent a bunch of clothes. Some of it was more in worn condition, not bad condition, but just you could see it had been washed and dried a few times. It wasn't, you know, as new looking. But I had items, so I wasn't, you know, so worried about like getting clothes for them and stuff. So this is the first summer that I'm really coming into that I changed the babies on here, and I'm really doing photos, and I'm getting more into the clothing as part of the collecting and dressing the babies as, you know, part of the hobby. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, I have all these babies that I did a pretty good job getting winter wardrobes together for how quickly I have babies coming in. But, you know, I don't have much summer wardrobe. With that said, I do remember putting a few things away, and I have to go through everything. As far as I have, you know, like bags upstairs of like seasonal things, like now all like the Christmas and the Halloween and stuff like that is you know, stored. And I did have a bag for spring and summer, you know, just of things that I got at thrift shops and so on, that I put away for spring and summer. So I'm sure I'll have a few surprises, maybe more like pajamas and stuff. I'm not even sure. But I'll see what I've got. And this summer, I'm just winging it. You know, I know the Twinkies definitely have these cute little onesies they came with. And, you know, for me, when it's hot, you know, a cute onesie, you know, something that says something on it or whatever, you know, I'm gonna, you know, make do with that for the babies. And I have a few things here and there, and a couple babies might have come home with more summery stuff. So you know, I'll make do with that, because, you know, I started to realize, look, you know, as a collector and collection, it's meant to grow through the years. You can't have everything all at once, you know. So the clothing, you know, is a part of that. And, you know, Aubrey now has, you know, several nice summer pieces. Thank you to Auntie Renee at Random Reborns. She sent some really beautiful and unique items. In fact, I'll scooch. Aubrey's wearing one now. I call it her candy outfit. Oh, she looks so adorable. So like I said, I mean, you acquire things as you go along, right? You know, that's how it works. So, you know, I'm not just gonna go, I can't, you know, and just like go, oh, I'm just gonna buy a whole summer wardrobe for each doll that I have now, you know. So anyways, so that's I wouldn't say it's a disadvantage, but, you know, if I kind of turn this into, you know, the disadvantages and disadvantages to larger collections versus, you know, smaller collections, or even single, you know, babies. Like I said, I admire the mommies out there where they can only do one baby, and then they have that baby, you know, in a way that's a neat feeling too, but it's not the way that I roll. Okay, so with that, and why I really came on, is I have some super exciting news talking about collections growing. So I have I'm expecting a new arrival. Should be tomorrow. Very excited. This is not a traditional baby. In fact, it's really not a baby. I believe it is considered a reborn. It is a sculpt by, you know, an artist, you know, so yeah, no, definitely that. But it's going to be, I will say she is going to be a mascot for my channel and for my nursery. And I am so stoked. This girl is, so me, so up my alley, just so, and unlike anything I have in my collection. So I am really excited about that. It's something I have been thinking about for a while, and I did post on Instagram, so I'll share here, because I said, you know, anybody want to take a guess? I'm not going to tell you if you're right or not. You'll have, you know, get to see. But, you know, I said, you know, what I had coming was a mascot for my channel, and that it was a fantasy reborn, and that it matched my channel name. So I'll let you all think about that. So this is something that I've been thinking about for quite a while. And I just, you know, I brought it to fruition finally. You know, I just, you know, in the beginning, I felt like I feel like now is the right time. I'm ready for like a mascot for my nursery and my channel. And I'm ready for something different other than the traditional, you know, baby reborns. If that makes sense, it's time. So the timing was right, and you know, I am super excited as to, you know, exactly who it is that's coming, because I'm over the moon. I didn't, without giving it away, I didn't, think that this particular one was going to be available. I was just like kind of looking, because in the back of my head, I had seen her a long time and thought, oh, where did she go? Because she was so beautiful. So in looking at that sculpt, I wanted to compare what I knew I loved, you know, to what I was going to look at, and came to find that this little girl was, in fact, actually there waiting for me all along. So that was really exciting, and I'll share more of that, you know, so it's not a mystery when she arrives, but it's going to be a really fun and exciting box opening, something different, and something different for my channel and for my nursery. So all the babies, I've told them who's coming, and they are all very, very excited. I think Aubrey's going to have a lot of fun, and Aishwarya here says she's so excited. Jill, yeah, so pretty girl, she's so pretty. But so yeah, everybody's excited. I'm excited. We've got some beautiful weather, warm, hot. Had the air conditioner on, had to shut it off because I didn't want you guys to hear the buzzing in the video, which I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this all summer. I'm gonna be dying in here, which is another reason, not another reason, because I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but I plan to, I'm working, we had the yard cleaned up, and I can only do bits at a time. I'm working on my garden in the backyard, which is, I mean, it's nothing special. It's just perennials that I've acquired through the years that I, you know, made in one spot that, I know come up every year, so that I don't have to spend, money or a lot of money, planting like annual flowers, so I have it set up where stuff's kind of blooming at different times as to what perennials. Anyway, I thought that it would be really super fun to film some of my videos outside, whether it be on a picnic blanket or just, on a chair, but just kind of in front of the garden. So you all had some pretty flowers to look at, and so that I could be outside, which is where I truly love to be. I am an outdoors girl for sure. I even go outside at night and sit and stargaze, and I just like to be outdoors, even if I'm just sitting outdoors. I like to be outdoors. So yeah, I thought, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll put an umbrella up, so if it's hot, that I'm not out there in the blazing sun making a video or whatever. But I thought that that would be really fun. What do you guys think? Are you sick of seeing my in here in my bad lighting, just seeing me sitting on my bed? I thought it would be fun to, again, do some filming outside. So that will be coming new to my channel, and hopefully open up, just a little more of what you guys can see and hear outside, and my new mascot. So that's an update. That's what's going on. So little chit chat here and there about collections, only it just got me on the subject because I did the Hope chest, and was talking about rotating babies, and of course the announcement of the new arrival, which I know when I get announcements of new arrivals, it's like, oh boom, they're here in a day or two, because I usually quietly procrastinate, look, see what I'm doing. I don't announce like, oh, I'm looking for this sculpt or I'm looking for that sculpt, and I have my reasons. And I think it's fun to surprise you all. And, I have a hard time waiting for things, and I'm very impatient. So for me to sit here and go on and on, this is coming, for me, then it makes the wait harder for me, because then I'm thinking about it all the time and I'm talking about it all the time. So usually, I will get an idea in my head and go around for a while, and then boom, when the time is right, the time is right, and that's it. That's how I roll. Maybe in years to come I'll look back and say, well, I was too spontaneous and I want to make changes in my collection. I have no idea, but I can only say that what I'm doing now, I'm having fun, I'm enjoying, I'm loving my collection. I am considering one change, I have to say that. If I totally decide to go through with that change, of course, you will all know. And yeah, that's about all I can say, because yes, I feel that, you know, we do grow as collectors. We do sometimes move quickly and then feel maybe more overwhelmed. We have too many. It wasn't exactly what we might have wanted for that. I don't know. You know, you grow as a collector. How have you grown as a collector? I always love to talk to you all in the comments and hear from you all. So tell me about your journeys. Tell me about how you've grown as a collector, and what, you know, things that you've done, say if you've been here 3 years. You know, what did you do the first year that you do differently now? How did you learn? How did you grow? How did your taste progress as you went along? Because I think we start to discover, you know, do we like smaller babies? Do we like larger babies? Do we like both? Do we like, you know, I really, at this point really lean, I love the ethnic babies, the AA babies. I just, more than anything, you know, I just, you know, now I know I recently added, Aubrey, and she's Caucasian, but I had been wanting a redhead, and Aubrey has a very olive skin tone, and she's more of you know, she almost has a biracial look in a way, but definitely, like I said, she's not like your typical you know, Irish redhead, like I would be if my hair was more red, or when I dye my hair strawberry blonde, where I have, well, you know, I haven't been up to tanning lately, but when I'm not, you know, tan or anything, you know, I have very white, you know, skin, and more freckly. And but anyway, Aubrey is definitely more of, you know, leaning towards something else anyway. But again, for the most part, I really like, you know, what I love the most is that, you know, the AA skin tone and hair and all that on the babies. It's my personal preference. It's my taste. It's what's beautiful to me. They're the babies that, you know, I enjoy the most. Not to say that I don't enjoy my other babies in my collection. More to say, going forward, that's more of what I will be looking for. You know, again, you know, space and how many is an issue. So that, you know, I am considering, you know, one change, but I will keep you all updated and posted. So, all right. So I gave us all stuff to conversate about in the comments, and I was happy to update you all. It's a beautiful day, and I'm getting on with it here. And I hope you all, you know, have a great start to your weekend. I hope you're all having beautiful weather where you are. Real quick, I just wanted to say a huge congratulations to, and I know there's many new babies coming in. I don't want to leave anyone out, but off the top of my head, you know, Ashley, congratulations. She got, I don't even want to say what you got, because I don't, just, you know, your new baby. I know it's something that you've really been, you know, waiting for and wanting for a long time. And I can see, you know, how much you're just over the moon over there. So congratulations. So go check out Ashley's channel at Baby Love Heart Smith. You'll really love her channel. And also V, y'all probably know V by now, over at Reborn Baby Odyssey. But fantastic, because V started her journey before she even had a Reborn doll. She started her doll collecting journey with her baby doll, Stefan, that she had from her childhood. And she came on and made videos for months and months. I think it was 5 months of videos, you know, talking about doll collecting. And she just has a fantastic channel, just so well put together. And the video quality is awesome. And V is just super cool and super fun to listen to. You know, her baby has arrived, and I gotta tell you, her box opening, I watched 3 times over, and I cried every time. It was just very, emotional to see someone reacting to physically having their first reborn and seeing their baby, a reborn and their reborn. So head on over to, and now this is totally coming off you, baby girl. Head on over to Reborn Baby Odyssey over at V's channel. I'm going to put Ashley and V's channel in the link in the description, so you can just hit the link and head on over and congratulate them, because like I said, that was 2 really special box openings that I super enjoyed, and a lot of you have gotten babies, so I just wanted to stop there at those 2 so that I'm not like, you know, starting to name and leave people out, because I know there's other babies. So congratulations to everyone, and welcome all the new beautiful babies in the community. I love seeing other mommies happy. So, you know, just pay attention and go check out all your friends' box openings, because there's lots of new babies in the community, and it's always fun to welcome new babies to our family here. All right, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. I will be back tomorrow. I'll be back very soon with a new mascot box opening. Woohoo! All right, everyone. God bless.